Good day. Welcome once again to my channel. I greet you all. As always, my name is Brother Peter. Now, there's a trending news going around now of Daddy Freeze saying that he would not serve the God of Pastor Adeboye. Why? He said because the God of Pastor Adeboye could not resurrect Muhbad from the dead. He also said that those that are serving the God of Pastor Adeboye are doing so at their own risk. All right, now we know that Daddy Freeze is a controversial media personality, and he is well known, and he's a leader or a convener of the Free the Sheeple movement, and he has a lot of followers. But just a few days ago, he said that he cannot serve the God of Adeboye that could not resurrect young people like Muhbad and Oscinachi from the dead. All right. Now, this comment of this Daddy Freeze comes days after the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Adeboye, narrated a miracle where God changed the weather for his sake in America. Yes. Now, Pastor Adeboye spoke to his audience about how he was invited to a program in Colorado during the winter. Now, because Pastor Adeboye disliked cold weather, he prayed to God to make this winter to stop so that he could go administer. And God heard his prayers, and the winter was suspended. But however, Daddy Freeze slammed Pastor Adeboye, saying that he would not serve a God that cannot save young and promising artists like Muhbad and the servant Oscinachi. All right. Now he wrote, and this is what he said. He said, I can never serve a God that stops the snow but cannot resurrect people like Muhbad or his servants like Oscinachi. A God who watches his tithes paying children in hunger and penury, yet cannot stop the free falling naira. Cannot stop the naira from falling. All right. Despite his own declaration, sometime Pastor Adeboye declared in the year 2020 that the naira will not fall, but despite that, the naira kept falling. He also said that the God whose angels were watching over pulling boots, yet ringing went unabated. He said, I think it has now come upon us to change the narrative of what our parents considered to be God. It has been proven statistically that the Jews' God is unprofitable. Serving such a God is at our own risk. All right, so these are the statements he made. And kindly take a listen to what Pastor Adeboye said. I'll be back soon.
Years ago,
This man!
I was invited to Colorado in America in January. I don't like cold weather at all. So I said to my father, I'm going to Colorado. While I am there, suspend winter.
It's 100 niggas in the spot.
Throughout the days I was there, people were wearing t-shirts.
What?
In January. He pushed away the winter, brought in summer. I boarded the plane.
Continue.
At 5 p.m. to travel back to Nigeria. 2 hours after I left, all the snow that had been hanging in the air began to fall.
I also want to say here that we are all free to say whatever we want to say. Every one of us, we are entitled to our respective opinions. We can decide to serve God. We can decide not to serve God. God has given us a free will. Now, Daddy Free said he would not serve the God of Adeboye, but others people say they will serve the God of Adeboye. That doesn't mean that because that the priest said he wouldn't serve the God of Adeboye, then other people should say, okay, because that the priest says he will not serve the God of Adeboye, then you people also will not serve the God of Adeboye. We can all decide to serve whoever we want to serve. But at the end of the day, we are going to be judged as to how we live our lives on earth. Now, Daddy Freeze has been for a long time criticizing Pastor Adeboye and other men of God. And one of the things I don't like about Daddy Freeze is that when he's criticizing these people, he doesn't do that with respect. Criticism is good. Anyone can be criticized. Anyone can make mistakes. Anyone can be corrected. But let it be done with respect, especially if we are criticizing our elders. It should be done with respect. The Bible says that we should respect our elders. All right. Respect, criticizing our elders without respect is really not appropriate. No matter the information we are trying to convey, whether it is good, bad, or ugly, let us try to do it with respect. So that the phrase is not really doing it with respect. That the phrase has also said so many things that were wrong, things that were not okay. He had also made mistakes as a human being. But however, God is in heaven, the Bible says, and he does as he pleases. All right, we cannot tell God what to do. Yes, we cannot tell him what to do. He does what he wants to do, however he wants to do it. If he decides not to save Muhbad, he's the one that created Muhbad, and decides not to resurrect Muhbad. Who are we to question God? He decided not to resurrect Oscinachi that was singing for him. Doesn't mean that if Oscinachi is not resurrected, nobody else can sing for God. God uses whoever he wants to use. He knows more than we do. If God allows anything to happen, he does that at his own wisdom, at his own discretion, however he wants to do it. You know, that Free also went on to say that the angels of God were watching the election being rigged, but the angels could not do anything about it. All right, the Bible says every one of us will give account of our lives to God, give account of every idle words, every negative things, everything that we have said that does not glorify God. We are going to give account of everything we have said on earth. All right, so that the phrase should be called to order. It should be called to order. We are not saying you should not criticize, but do that with respect. All right, do that with respect. If you don't agree with what he said, you can respectfully disagree. All right, God doesn't force anyone anything on anyone. All right, so that's what that free said, and let us be careful of what we say. That the phrase, if you are listening to this, I think you have to start changing the way you criticize people, because you too, you are not perfect, you make mistakes. All right, even if I know as men of God more is expected of them, but they are human beings as well, and because they are human beings, they are not God, they can still make mistakes. So if you want to correct anyone, correct them with respect, whether it is the elders, your mates, or the younger ones. Everybody deserves respect. Criticize with respect. When you do that, I think the message will be well passed to whoever you are criticizing. All right, okay. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe so that subsequently, as I upload more of this inspiring content, you will be one of the first to see it. Thank you very much, and do have a great day. Bye-bye.